developing and producing many components and experience with the machines. Now he has acquired the SKM Technologies and merged his original company with this, and now has come up in this new area of Adibhatla with a lot more machinery, lot more modern machinery which is required for the current day applications. We wish them all the best, and we are there to support them, and we are there to work along with them, and we are there to handhold the industry. In fact, they have been already doing a lot of jobs for DRDO, and then the DRDO developed products which are going for production. I could see various components for GTRE, which is the engine development in laboratory, the various avionics components which are required by RCI and DRDO, and further producing them in numbers for the Bharat Dynamics Limited. So they are already working with DRDO in a big way, but then you also know that two things have happened or happening in the country. Firstly, lots of indigenous development and systems are getting developed, and then they are going into the production, series production, and also in large numbers. Lots of missiles, particularly when you connect here to the missile complex here, number of systems are being developed, number of systems are developed. They are in the process of getting inducted into the armed forces in a large quantities. In fact, probably in the next 1 month or 2 months, at least about 4 or 5 systems, the acceptance of necessity will be put up for the Defence Acquisition Council, which are developed by the missile complex. A lot more are going to come. This is one thing. Secondly, the government has taken a decision very clearly, no imports. Everything will be developed in the country here. So this is another important decision, making that country you design, you develop, and you produce here in the country, which gives a lot of boost to the Indian industries in a big way. And then there are lots of support mechanisms which have been brought in to support the Indian industry in a big way. Whether talking about in the recent budget, this special purpose vehicles models to develop various systems in a consortium or a SPV model, whichever we call it, with the industry. This is one thing. Lots of major platforms, systems, critical systems are being worked out to develop and produce it in the SPV model. This is one thing. Second, in the process of the development, design and development of various systems, 25% of R&D budget will be spent through industry in developing all these systems. This is another major decision wherein a definite amount of the whole budget is earmarked for it. Other than that, there are lots of other measures which have been brought in now. There are IDEX and Technology Development Fund, which is actually brought in to encourage the industry to come out with their own design and development. And then we are also offering the complete test facilities now. There is going to be a centralized mechanism which will ensure that private industries will be able to access the test facilities which are there with the government owned organizations. And then we also have brought in that the IPRs of DRDO are open to the industry and Indian startups and everyone who can access these things and also develop them. Many other mechanisms where if industry also comes forward saying that I want to design and develop this, then there is a mechanism by which you can handhold the industry, support the industry in the design and development. So a lot of measures which are come in to support the industry. So this gives a lot of opportunities to industry to come forward. Particularly industry looks for continuous work. There should be always an order with them, which actually takes through years number of years, which they have a sustained production numbers available. This is one important thing, which actually we were not having maybe about a decade back. Now there are many systems who are getting into production. Lot of orders are going to come, whether systems, subsystems, or they call it missiles, or various other things, which actually will give the orders, production orders for the industries to continue with those production orders for a couple of years at least. This is one thing. Second, another major development what is happening in the last couple of years and definitely in last couple of months, there are lots of inquiries which are coming from abroad for exporting our systems to those countries. There are a number of inquiries, very serious inquiries where people are discussing, not just one, the Philippines order which is on BrahMos. There are many more, whether it is BrahMos or Akash, or you are talking about torpedoes or various other missile systems or radars or various other things, lots of inquiries, and I am sure that by next year we will have many more systems which will be offering, or which the other countries will be ordering on Indian industries for those systems. So this also gives a lot of opportunity for the Indian industries to work on these things and have a lot of production orders and see that they are being delivered, which actually makes the industry sustain. So with all this ecosystem and environment what is there in the country today, the industry should be flourishing, making the country very strong economically, and also every industry on its own trying to capture the market globally. Opportunities are there, lots of industries from outside are looking for the supply chain from India today, and that's another boon. So making that, there are many opportunities for the industry who are coming forward, like SKM Technologies Private Limited, who have come forward to establish a lot of infrastructure, a lot of equipment to come out with many products. In fact, one suggestion I was giving to SKM Technologies is also that now in the manufacturing, additive manufacturing is one thing which is taking a good shape. Worldwide, wherever you go, people are working on it, people are trying to develop many things through additive manufacturing technologies. Out of the ease in that particular in making the critical and complex components and systems. So we also should definitely work on it, and I suggest SKM Technologies Private Limited also looks into that direction where they can produce many components and systems through additive manufacturing. If you look at in Hyderabad, there are not many industries which have come in this area. I am talking about metals or even alloys related also, not about plastics and related components which you do on a bench top. All the critical components which get into aerospace and military and defense, these things which actually we need to work on additive manufacturing in a big way. We are also working at the government level how to promote the additive manufacturing and also develop a lot of powders which are actually alloys based powders is one of the important things what we are looking at. So I suggest SKM Technologies also get into the manufacturing process using the additive manufacturing. So at the end, once again, my best wishes to SKM Technologies Private Limited. My congratulations to them having established a facility with about 70,000 square feet here, are very close to the missile complex and BDL and Medani and all that. And I wish that the DRDO, the DPSUs will be able to closely work with SKM Technologies Private Limited, and I wish them a bright future in developing many components and supplying to the India armed forces and various other organizations in the country and also to the world. Jai Hind, Namaskar, thank you.
Fueling our aspiration for expansion into innovative and highly required areas of manufacturing with a vision towards aerospace and defense, we were moving ahead with our plans. And in that process, we learned about SKM Technologies, which was already an AS certified company, but was struggling financially. So we took this opportunity to revive it. After the acquisition, we have constructed this vast facility with 70,000 square footage built up area, with class 10,000 clean room. This will not only accommodate manufacturing, but also carry out critical assembly operations, provide services such as specialized welding and special treatment processes, all within our single facility with the latest equipment. We will continue to provide our services to the defense, aviation, aerospace, nuclear energy, ordnance and railway sector. We have partnered with BDL for indigenous missiles like Akash, QR-SAM and many other missiles that are under R&D. We are also working with HAL in various locations. We have added many high technology precision machinery at this plant. Currently we have 5-axis, 4-axis, 3-axis VMCs, HMCs, turning machining centers of various sizes as large as 5 meters bed size that can accommodate jobs up to 8 meters. And we have a Carl-Zeiss CMM that can measure an accuracy of 0.7 microns. And we also plan to expand as per the demand and inputs from our clients. These are some of the components that we have manufactured at SKM. These are our clients that we have served. We would like to continue to have partnership for major production programs from BDL, Tata, HAL, other aerospace and defense companies for production of assemblies, sub-assemblies. We look forward to taking up subsystems, systems and integrated, ready to launch equipment for our customers. In conclusion, I would like to emphasize strongly as a leaving thought that we at SKM Technologies are here to provide any and all type of solutions with the support of our highly qualified engineering team to stay abreast with all of you. Thank you.
Technology was in our genes and our livelihood. I started with a job in HMT in the year 1976. It is my commitment to do the learning in the temple of HMT, which helped me to grow technically strong and knowledgeable. It is during these days the desire of becoming an entrepreneur and passion to create employment made me to take bold steps of leaving employment in HMT and motivated me to start an industry by name Dynamic Tools. With a meager investment of 5 lakhs rupees with 5 employees in the year 1992. Working with a committed team and soliciting good patronage from clients, Dynamic Tools today is an established company with a turnover of 100 crores. The strong team of qualified and experienced engineers operating with advanced technology machines at Balanagar and delivering solutions to high precise with latest equipment to the clients across the world. Our products are established in more than 50 countries with credibility, as well as we are continuously providing precision solutions for the past 25 years as we continue to grow. With this foundation, success, experimental network across the globe, I thought ignited the initiation of bringing the next gen technology and establishing a plant to service the evergreen demand of aeronautical and space technology in our country and contribute to the Make in India movement. To help me achieve this dream, my daughter Sarita, with Masters in Mechanical Engineering from USA and gifted with exposure to the latest technology and engineering world, consented to be the part of the venture, as she always distinguished. She always shared her desire to be part of Indian dream, make in India, and the result is the venture SKM Technologies. To our advantage, this company, which was already existing in this aerospace park, made my efforts faster in establishing a link to service the huge presence of aeronautics, space, defense establishments based out of Hyderabad and as well as the rest of the country. The SKM Technologies already equipped with highly precision machinery and equipments capable of fulfilling present demands of the aerospace and defense industry, with vision to bring in the more equipment to meet the future demands. I have already acquired one more company by name Neogen Engineer Private Limited at Shamirpet, which is equipped with high technology heavy duty machining center required for the space and defense. So now the best equipment is available here right at your doorsteps. Dear luminaries of the defense world, now I urge for your guidance and support to meet the demands in your establishment with our latest research-based technology solutions, keeping in mind the slogan Atmanirbhar Bharat. Lastly, I was the chairman of, and my daughter is the managing director of helm of the affairs, with always ready to serve you needy to the best of our efforts. Looking forward for your continuous patronage and support in all our endeavors in making our country self-reliant. It is a privilege to thank all the distinguished dignitaries on the stage and each of you in the audience for being here during this golden moment. Thank you very much.